Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Roots Refuge. I'm out in my high tunnel and I've just put, let's see, 270-ish ranunculus corms to soak in water to kind of wake them back up. I bought these at Costco. I think it was Costco. Sam's Club and Costco, the membership stores, they get bulbs and corms, and different times of year they'll have different ones. Like right now they have the stuff that needs to overwinter. They have like daffodils and stuff like that in, and I got these ranunculus there. I've had them for probably at least 6 weeks, maybe even a little bit more than that. So I was a little concerned when I opened them because I saw how dry they were. But then I searched it up online and realized that that's like intentional and that you have to soak them. So I've just put them in this bucket. I actually have one more package of these. I didn't realize that there were so many, and I think that the 3 packages already open that's all I want to do. I don't think I want to give this much more space. But I have some friends whose daughter has like a cut flower business, and I'm gonna send them a picture and see if they want this other package. So I'm just gonna let this soak. It says like 4 to 6 hours, so just for the rest of the morning and into the afternoon, and I'll come out here and plant them by this evening. I'm thinking I'm going to do the ranunculus all against that back wall, and then that way it can come up a little bit if I need to be able to make room for all of those corms. But that'll be really pretty in the spring, having it all blooming back there. So I've been steadily like plugging away. Bear, don't eat my plants. Don't do it. I've been steadily just planting out here little by little. The other day I got a little distracted. I came home from dropping the kids off and stopped out here, was planting in my pajamas for a little while. But I just put in some pelleted carrot seeds. Now with small seeds, sometimes you can buy them and they're called pelleted, which they're just covered in like a coating to make them a little bit easier to handle. It typically costs a little bit more, so I don't like look for pelleted seeds, but sometimes people will send me things and I'll try them. But these are carrot seeds that actually have like this encasing around them. I normally sow carrots underneath boards, but we'll just see with these, because obviously they don't need to be underneath a board because they're in this coating. So I just watered them really well, put them in and watered them really well, and I have to make sure to water them well because I'm assuming that's what breaks down the coating. It's my first time growing those. I have grown pelleted seeds before, just never pelleted carrots. But I've got some Chinese cabbages, carrots right here. Over here, I've thrown in some purple bok choy. Trying to decide what to put in this front bed because it's going to be front and center through the winter as we come in here. These are red cabbages. That is sprouting broccoli. And then over on this side, I have some cauliflowers and then kales. I'm trying to mostly not put heading stuff along the sides, but it is going to be somewhat inevitable that I mean, it's just, that's a lot of space. And I only need so many roots. So I'm going to end up putting some in there. But yeah, I'm plugging away at it. I've got about, I don't know, about a third planted. I think I'll put Brussels sprouts in this front bed because they'll get really tall and pretty, and I don't know, it just will be a nice place for them. primarily so far I've just been putting the plants that I have in here in the tunnel, but I do have quite a few packages of seeds and I need to get those going. But I was trying to, they start to struggle after so long being in pots, and the seeds obviously, if I'm a week or so later getting them in, it's no different really. Plus I already have planted quite a few root vegetables in other places in the garden. I can space out when the next harvest comes in. Also, admittedly, planting started plants is a little more immediately gratifying. As you can see, it makes it look like something's going on in here. So I usually do plants first, just by my own preference. All right, I'm gonna put these Brussels sprouts here. I always like to take a picture when I first transplant out new little plants, so that a few weeks from now, when I'm feeling a little impatient and I'm coming out here being like, oh, this is taking so long, I can actually see how much they have indeed grown since day one in the soil. I was actually just pondering, I think I'm going to talk to Maya about taking the shade cloth off of here, just so we can get as much power from the sun as possible. So the shade cloth helps a lot in the summer, and it's kind of a iffy thing about when to take it off in the winter, because it can still get relatively hot here, and I don't want to bake everything that's in here, but if I leave it on too long, it'll stunt everything. So I don't know, we might wait till November and wait until it's actually occasionally freezing to take it off, because I'm concerned if we do get another like wave of warm weather, that having the sun unshaded over these plants may send them to seed, and I don't want to do that. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but I was just thinking about it. All right, got a little bit done. I'll be back later today to plant my ranunculus and maybe throw some more seeds in. All right guys, I'm in my house now. Done with my planting, on to the next task, which is that I've got these bags, which are for the loose leaf teas that we're selling at Beulah. And right now I'm filling the orders from our Patreon release. So we're getting very near to our general population release. Obviously we have to like be mindful and not getting overwhelmed. The burden of abundance, what a wonderful problem to have. I'm actually handwriting the names of the different tea blends because we're doing seasonal tea blends and different things like that. We decided that we would handwrite these. We're figuring out all of the details. So I was trying to figure out what pen actually works on our labels. I'm settled on a Sharpie, but I've just labeled all of these, and now I'm doing the herbal hibiscus. All right, time lapse for you. All right, I'll pause the camera because my kids were all in and out. I got all of the labels for 5 different teas made, and now we have these cards that we're gonna put in with a different order that have the, I don't know, I guess it's the tagline for Beulah, which is drink good coffee, grow a garden, hear the earth sing. I like doing postcards in orders. We do that for sticker orders too, just because people, I like putting stuff on my fridge, as you can see. Of course, I don't really mind clutter. Some people don't like that, but my thought is this would be cute to be able to put on the fridge, or I don't know. I've seen people frame the little cards we do, but I'm signing the back of these. I don't know how long I'll be able to like maintain this for this business. I mean, obviously, if it gets to be where we're doing a ton of orders, maybe these touches will be harder to maintain, but I'm going to do it for as long as I can, because stuff like this matters to me, and I want to be able to do the things for other people that matter to me when they're done for me. So anyway, I'm just going through and keeping it simple, just signing Jess on all those cards. This is a vlog that spans throughout the day. It's now evening, late afternoon. And I have been playing on my piano for the last hour, practicing Christmas music because it feels chilly outside, so 'tis the season. What are y'all doing? Just throwing the ball? Nice. What do you think, Bear? Thank you, Ezra.
What's up?
You want me to open this?
Yeah.
I just went into the barn to feed the barn cats, and I came out and all of these cows were crowded around our vehicle. And you act like you want to ride, Frey. Sweet Freya. Maya is going around the farm this evening and doling out some food, and I came with him because I had gotten some cat food I needed to bring out to the barn for the barn cats, and I'm gonna go pick up the eggs out of the coop. It's been a relatively lazy day. I mean, I don't know. The thing is that on like a day off, we still obviously have to take care of the animals. We still have our kids here. And gardening and like the homestead is what we like to do. So it's work, but it's also a hobby. So on a day off, we still do quite a bit of that stuff, but we just feel like happy about it, restful about it. So we haven't been like trying to be productive today. I guess that's the difference of a day off, but we still do work. Let's just do it. I wish I had gotten that on camera.
That big old girl jumping around like that?
Yeah. Oh, she's coming back. Helen's trying to mess around and look at the grain. Oh. You better quit. That's chicken feet. Get that big tongue. Go on. Go on. Shoo shoo.
Probably gonna be.
Do you think it's gonna be a bad idea?
Yeah.
I told Maya we should let the turkeys out to let them scratch through like the cow patties and stuff. It's just the grass isn't really growing as it starts to pull off. And we move them regularly, but now, I mean, there's hardly any grass, so I was like, we'll let them out and see. He doesn't know that it's going to be a very good idea. We've had a hard time keeping turkeys contained, even with their feathers clipped. They typically get out. The problem is that if you live next to a bunch of woods like we do, there are wild turkeys in the woods, and they'll come hollering at your turkeys, and then you will not have turkeys anymore because they'll leave. Or in other instances, they just get into places they're not supposed to. Like how last year on Thanksgiving, no, 2 years ago on Thanksgiving morning, I walked out and all the turkeys were in my little garden in front of my house and had killed everything in it, scratched it all up. On Thanksgiving morning, I was like, really?
3 days or so?
That's what I figured.
Yeah, that's not even close. I don't really need to add any food to that.
Oh, look at this. It's a pretty egg. Oh my goodness, Jeremiah.
Probably should have got the eggs yesterday.
Y'all, Maya told me that he didn't gather the eggs yesterday, so I knew there were going to be a lot, but
Yeah,
oh
I gotta
my.
get those out of the middle first. There's a bunch of green ones in there.
Here. I'll hold.
You want to climb in there?
That's a negative Ghost Rider.
This is not light.
I'll hold this up and you get it with your long arms.
Don't drop it on me, please. Trust in you here, Sowards.
I'm trustworthy.
We're about to find out.
That one over there, that white one is cracked.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it. How did Bear get outside again? The boys. I'm gonna turn the water off.
So these are our hybrid layer chickens, the flock. I think a few of the young chickens that I hatched are actually in this flock also. Well, they have to be because there's green eggs in here, so that those didn't come from hybrid layers. But they're laying in excess, which we didn't collect eggs yesterday. We have to be extremely vigilant about that, like on weekends, whatever. Sometimes we'll get them twice a day when it's really hot outside, or when we're having broody hens, because you don't want the eggs to start developing. But we were busy all day yesterday, and just did like bare minimum chores. Did not collect. How many eggs are in here? This is 30 just in this one nuts box and what was on the bottom of the coop. That's a lot of eggs. Oh, look at that weird little guy. Can you tell? It's got a flat side. So here's the little green ones that those young hens that I hatched back in March. They finally started laying. It's pretty cool. Most of these are just like light brown and white because they are from the hybrid layers that we got from McMurray Hatchery. We got them because we had hoped to be opening our store by this fall, and we wanted to sell eggs, which the store is obviously not open yet. We've hit every lick of red tape we possibly could, and hang-ups and slowdowns. I'm sure it'll be in just the right timing when it does open, but now we're completely drowning in eggs, so it's okay. It's fine. Again, I think I said it earlier on this vlog. What a problem to have. Okay. I just want to point out every single egg oddity, and I'm not going to. But there are a couple things. For one, like, look at this really pretty egg. It's like a khaki green, and it's got spots. And then look at this double yolker. That's a big one. Y'all. That's nuts. That's like 6 dozen eggs in 2 days. That's crazy. For a while we've talked about doing just like an honor-based roadside stand, and I'm thinking that we're definitely gonna need to do that. We could have used it this summer because we just have so much stuff, and even now I've got a lot of peppers out there that I don't really know what to do with. I don't really have a ton of time, but I could let my kids pick them and then like let them have some of the money. It would be a small fraction, but we're swimming in eggs. Oh look, I'm wearing my chicken socks. Definitely feeling the crazy chicken lady vibe at this exact moment. Thanks for the eggs, ladies. Keep up the good work. Just because I know somebody's gonna ask. It's Sunday afternoon. That means the eggs were collected on Friday morning. So that's a little more than 2 days because it was Friday, Saturday, and then this morning. There's probably like 30 some odd chickens in here. That's possible. I mean, they all have to be laying for there to be that many eggs in just that short window of time. It rained, I think, all day Friday, and so they're nice and dirty, but not too terribly bad. Put the electric fence back on to protect from predators. Little duckies. Oh goodness, little dude, you're fine. Hey, I've got some things I've got soaking down in the greenhouse to plant, so I'm gonna go down there, but if you want to come and collect me when you're done. Almost forgot about my ranunculus. I'm gonna go stick them in the soil. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah. These look way better now. They were so dry and crusty, I was thinking there's no way that these are going to grow, but they look pretty good now. So sometimes people ask me about soaking stuff before you plant, because you know a lot of like beans and peas and different seed packets will tell you to soak things, and I don't think it hurts anything. If you are a person who regularly forgets things, I am one of those people, you might not want to leave things soaking, because if you forget and then they sit in the water too long, that could be detrimental. But if you'll remember it, I don't think it really ever hurts to soak any seeds. You know, obviously some really small ones, you risk washing them out of the water accidentally, but especially with things like bulbs, or if you get anything that you had shipped to you that's dry, soaking it in water for a little bit will help it kind of come back. Alright, well, I'm going to put these ranunculus corms in. The packages said every 4 inches, so I'm just going to fill this whole back space up with these little guys. Y'all, very rarely do I nail it when it comes to like guessing spaces and amounts, but I actually got this exactly right. I dropped one. Let me see. These are the exact right amount of these corms to fill up this back space. There's a few empty spaces back here. Alright, Maya just pulled up and I asked him to give me one more second. I was almost done. I did want to show you guys really quick, which a couple of these I threw them in, but I'm going to take a quick look and make sure they're all in the right direction. So these corms have like these legs, like kind of octopus looking legs. There's more than 8. And you plant these like this with the octopus legs down. I don't know, it said 4 inches on the package. I did a little bit of reading and some people said do them as much as 8 apart, so hopefully they'll be fine. They'll probably be fine. Things are more resilient than we give them credit for. Alright, just did one quick glance over them to make sure none of them are like obviously in there in the wrong direction, because I was moving kind of fast, but I think they're good. All done as the sun starts to set. I mean, it's early, but I do get dinner done a lot earlier whenever I can't stay outside until 9 o'clock working in the garden. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. God bless you. Until next time.